Oh, Scott, I've got terrible news.
What's that?
I think I might be the first person in the history of the world to be addicted to marijuana.
To die from marijuana.
No, just addicted. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Have you been sucking the glass dick in the week since we last spoke?
I've been popping drops and
I wish I knew any slang for it. Look, a lot of people are going to be telling you that this episode is 2 days late, but look, when you smoke and eat too much weed for the first time in the better part of a decade, you need a little extra time to recover. And apparently Drew hasn't recovered and is just sort of working through his new addiction now.
Yeah. I have a very addictive personality, so as soon as I get hooked on one new thing, I have to do it until I'm poor and sad and depressed.
If one is good, then 100 is better.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Just come over to my place and see my Bad Dragon collection. You think one chance is good enough?
Gotta catch them all.
I gotta catch them all. All XLs.
And what's interesting is they're all Pokemon dicks.
I bet you could get a custom-made Bad Dragon Pokemon dick.
Who's your Pokemon dick of choice? What are you, an Eevee guy? What are you, a...
Those are like the... I feel like all Eevees are femboys.
Agree.
You gotta go with like...
Psyduck.
A primate.
Psydick.
Psydick. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want...
Onyx.
Yeah.
That's shaped like the head.
Who's the one that's just in blackface?
Just in blackface?
That's not Onyx, is it?
No.
If I type in Pokemon blackface, it's going to give me what I want. Jinx?
No, Jinx is like a woman mime. Although, yeah, I guess it kind of is blackface, isn't it? It's a real Al Jolson.
Oh, it's Jinx.
Yeah.
It's Al Jolson with tits.
Rockin' tits.
Yeah. So, yeah, I want a Jinx Bad Dre. I mean, Incineroar is... I don't want to go right down the middle, but Incineroar is obviously the way to go.
Yeah. But why? You want a Bad Dragon with barbs?
Yes.
Okay. So you can feel the pain
you've
been causing for years?
Yeah. Is this what I've been doing to people? Now, if you picture Incineroar as a whole,
yeah,
and then the Bad Dragon dick as a microcosm for Incineroar as a whole, where would the flames be? Would it be around the middle of the shaft, around the base, around the balls? Where do you think? Because like he's on fire around his waist.
Yeah.
He's got like a fire title belt.
I think the base.
The base.
I think the base.
I'll allow it.
I think the balls are the legs. The base is the fire.
The balls are the legs.
The base is the fire, and the head is the head.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, it's logic. It's like a centaur. Where do the pants go?
Where do the pants go? Where can it suck his own dick? No. No, it wasn't even that. It was, can it even masturbate? And the answer is no.
No.
Too far.
Someone
argued heavily that they could.
Yeah, probably.
Was it you? Have you?
No.
Have you come?
Oh, maybe I did.
I think you did. I think you argued that their dicks were like 4 feet long and you could reach down.
Well, because I said you could bend at the middle.
No, and I said you're out of your mind.
And then look through your own horse leg.
Yeah, and then you forgot there's an entire fucking horse torso there.
Towards your own face.
No, you're out of your mind.
No, you couldn't.
I know you couldn't. I was wrong, and I apologize.
You could do it. If there are any centaurs out there listening,
hit us up.
Yeah. Hit us up with a video of you jerking your own horse dick.
Or let us know you can't.
Or tell us that we're being insensitive to your race.
True.
And
which will luckily be the only insensitivity on the podcast today.
This is the PC edition.
Send us a video of you, A, jerking off, or B, trying unsuccessfully to jerk off.
But only if you're a centaur.
Yeah, but let's be clear. Yeah. Only if you're a centaur.
No minotaurs. We know you can jerk off.
Easy. You just got a bullhead.
Yeah, but what if you had hooves for hands?
Ooh. Yeah, it's always interesting because you can go different ways on level of zoomorphization on a minotaur.
I was going to say amount of minotaurness.
You are acting completely minotarded right now. Because you can go like just straight, like just bullhead on full human body, or
Jacked
even like
human body, though. Yeah, come on.
Goes without saying.
Jacked.
Like yeah. Adonis like.
Yeah.
Or even like anthro bullhead on full human body. You can be mostly, you can be a minotaur and just be mostly a jacked dude.
Yeah.
Like you can get pretty close to a minotaur at the gym.
Yeah.
Or you can like really bull it up.
Yeah.
You can go full fur. You can go hooves,
full fur,
tail,
bull
dick, legs,
bull dick,
yeah,
bull dyke,
bull Durham,
tail, hooves for hands.
Yeah,
really, the only human part of you is your pecs and abs.
Yeah, those stay regardless.
The middle part.
Yeah, you're regardless of what. Look, we shout outs to Minotaurs of all stars and stripes out there. the one thing that is consistent is your torso is absolutely shredded.
What about Minotaurs of all stars and bars?
Certainly, much respect to Minotaurs of all stars and bars out there.
Yeah. I hear those colors don't bleed.
That's not. And has never been the phrase. It's never been, it doesn't make sense. That's schizophrenic. That's not a thing.
What I'm saying is, you can stab the flag as much as you want.
Well, they don't bleed.
Come out.
I don't know if that's what that is. But hey, welcome to the podcast. It's the worst year of our lives, aka the news. I'm Scott. You can find me at Not Scott Henson on one social media. Andrew.
Hey, brother.
No!
I'm back, daddy. I didn't think I could do this without being high.
Maybe you can.
And it hurts.
Maybe it's God punishing you.
Oh, yeah. Which God? Your God? I don't think so.
White God, which is just a bunch of dogs in Poland, Hungary.
Good movie.
Interesting, because you'd think a movie in Hungary about dogs would have been filmed in China. A classic bazinga from Abba Zaba. What has this become?
It's become Abba Zaba show, brother.
Our last episode was regrettably our most listened to episode of all time. I think yesterday it passed a couple of the our request ones, which were previously the highest. So the public has spoken, and bad podcasts where we do drugs seem to be where the money is.
Abba Zaba wins always.
One for Abba Zaba. Next time we're in the States, we're gonna have to try to find one.
We're going to have to look up alternative gas stations and see what comes up.
I think you're going to get a lot of results that aren't candy bar related.
Let me look it up.
I think you're going to...
What do you think a Google search of alternative gas stations?
I think you're going to find a comprehensive list of bathroom stalls with structural defects is what I think you're going to find, pal. Alternative gas stations. Hey, y'all got that gross white taffy with the peanut butter inside? Yeah, we'll have 2 of those.
No, I think it's just ones that are doing like ethanol, flex fuel, biodiesel, natural gas.
Yeah, we're gonna give ethanol a shot.
I don't think so.
No, we're not doing that
until we run out.
Yeah.
Of the goods.
Until we run out of the goods next year.
Or like in November.
At the midterms.
At the midterms.
Suspicious.
Well, can't win them all, Scott. Can lose them all. Hillary Clinton style.
It's the 2000s for her have largely been a series of L's. Yeah. And also some of the 90s.
Hillary in the house.
Hillary in the White House. What's that guy up to?
I don't know. Making more Hillary songs.
Probably got monkeypox.
Oh, no, I think it was confirmed he's not gay.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I think it was
confirmed. What are you talking about?
He's married. Cool.
So was Liberace, and he had monkeypox.
What's the
He died of monkeypox.
Thread here?
People married to women.
Heterosexual white men?
Yes.
Ah, of course.
I believe that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we watched a movie, and if we get to it later, we get to it.
Don't hold your breath.
But it's been a big news week, especially because we had an extra 2 days. It's been a big news 9 days. Where do you even want to start? I guess we could start with part 2 in my ongoing series of where I type something and make myself laugh.
That's always good.
The sequel to last week's Those Tits Don't Look Non-Binary. Also, teaser for later news. But I recently I haven't done it in a while. I haven't really done it on the reg since
or
on the reg. I've done it on the reg, but I haven't done it on the reg since like mid 2000s, like backyard wrestling message board days. But I got into like an old fashioned internet argument in the YouTube comments of something I was in. Oh yeah, because it was during my my paralysis, so I had a lot of time on my hands. And actually, like I started understanding like shitty people on the internet. I'm like, if I couldn't move all the time,
yeah,
I'd probably be a shitty person on the internet. Yeah, so like I get it now.
Yeah,
I have a lot more empathy is the wrong word because I do think they should all be euthanized, but it's some sort of understanding of where they're coming from, but empathy is much too strong because I would exterminate all of them given the opportunity.
Right.
But I'm trying to think how it started. I actually might have started this one. I think it was the Adam and Pals Oscars video, which finally came out after they kept demonetizing it for violence for the slap. And like the level of like to be demonetized, the level of violence it's supposed to have is like graphic, bloody dead bodies.
Okay.
And not just your everyday black on black crime.
But can you nice. Can you nice. Also just YouTube the slap? And the slap will be on YouTube?
100%.
Huh.
YouTube are fuck faces.
They're fucking retarded.
As I say as I upload this podcast to YouTube.
Yeah.
P.S. P the fuck S. Tangent time. Here we go. No sine, no cosine, just tangent. Okay. Trigonometry jokes. Our last episode.
8 cents.
2 facts. 2 facts about our last episode. 1, as of yesterday, our most listened to episode. 2, when I checked 3 days ago to see how it was doing, I noticed limited to no monetization.
Uh-huh.
I was waiting for some sort of reaction besides you staring at me. I don't know. I guess because of our glorification
of the marijuana,
and also we probably got real high and said a bunch of hate speech or something.
I mean, I feel like the minus the got high part, that's pretty much every episode.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Requested a review. Boom. Back in business, baby. Oh. Full monetization.
Sick.
We're in.
So what did we make? 8 cents?
I think we're closing in on 9.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a big day.
That's going to get us almost all the way to a Raichu Bad Dragon.
Raichu. That's one up from Pikachu? Yeah. Nice.
And Pichu is one down.
Yeah, he's a little bitch one.
He's a little bitch.
Yeah.
You can just use him as a bad dragon.
There are some Pokemons where you don't need to like go smaller.
Yeah.
You can just like take that one.
What's the fucking caterpillar one?
Caterpie?
Caterpie, that's the one. That's practically a bad dragon in itself.
And what's
for my pleasure.
Then there's a snake one. Oh yeah, and it's snake backwards. Ecans. And it's Big Brother Cobra backwards.
Akbar.
Admiral
Akbar.
Ecans has evolved to Akbar. Akbar has... Akbar uses 9/11. It's super effective.
Ow.
So what was I saying before tangent? Before I got to spread the good news that we are fully monetized. Making myself laugh. Yeah, so a few comments I responded to could have started fights and didn't, and it would have been the other guy's fault. Because, like, they said something negative and I responded.
Right.
This guy, I think he just made, like, a weird post that I read, like, 3 times and could not understand. Like, okay. it didn't make syntactical sense to me. And I wasn't a dick, but I don't think I was nice. And I said, like, something like, could you please, like, repost that in English? I honestly don't understand what it means. And then he edited the post into something sort of understandable, although it was still weird. And then later responded to me. And then it went a little back and forth. And I had said in, like, the second response, like, I'm assuming English isn't your first language, so I'm gonna, like, cut you a break. And he had, in the post above that, he had edited it. He like edited every post after I had already responded. So he edited that post to mention that he had dyslexia. And then, but I didn't see it until, like, 3 posts later, because I'd already responded to that post when it didn't contain anything about dyslexia. Anyway, long story short, a few later, I said, okay, I thought as much. So and then I kind of jokingly said, so I'm glad I wasn't super mean and kept it very level. But also I didn't know having dyslexia also made you act like a bitch.
Got him.
I got him. So that was the news. But well, let's go to the headlines. Beyonce and Lizzo both removed the word spaz from their new songs off their new albums. Is this a progressive anti-ableist move, or is everyone just being retarded?
Who are you, Bill Maher?
I'm super left-wing, but I also hate Muslims.
You know why?
Did they, what? Was he in 9/11? Was he on United 93?
He got the call.
No, he didn't get the call.
He got the call.
Look, he has a
secret Jew.
He has a confusing nose.
Yeah, he's a secret Jew.
No, his nose. His
last name is Marowitz.
They changed the L silent.
Yeah.
No,
what if his last name really was Jewish?
His nose belies his ethnicity. I think he's a good non-Christian boy.
Good non-Christian boy. I mean, he's from New York City, Scott.
I mean, you're making a good case.
He went to Cornell.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is interesting. His father is perhaps the biggest wasp in American history. His father, William Aloysius Marr Jr., was a network news editor. Oh, how did Bill get his start? And his mother, Julie Marr, née Berman, was a nurse. He was raised in his Irish-American father's Roman Catholic religion. Until his early teens, he was unaware that his mother, whose family was from Hungary for dogs, was Jewish. So he's got... Well, that's where he gets the nose. Anyway, I'm not apologizing.
Yudin.
You need to stop yelling Yudin. It's one day going to get... I know you think it's not. I know you think you're perfectly safe. But one day it's going to get you in trouble.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll let the cards fall where they may.
Things that haven't gotten me in trouble yet.
I mean, I have too, and I'm getting very bold.
Yeah, so am I. I keep giving the internet snippets to use and just hoping somebody stops me. I'm crying out for someone to stop me.
Is a cry for help from Drew.
Please don't let me get away with this. I need to be stopped.
I need to be punished.
I don't like being punished.
But just stop.
I got a lot of wooden spoons as a kid.
Ooh, I love a little corporal punishment.
I'm going to say this for public record. 70% of those, I don't think I deserved. I think I just had a bad father. A bad father who didn't know how to handle having a
rambunctious. Oh, what?
Full of energy, piss and vinegar teenage boy.
Well, you're gonna have to just talk for a while because I'm gonna reel from double rambunctious for about half an hour.
There you go. I'm not looking to be punished. I'm just looking to be stopped. Because if you don't stop me, like, listen, a lot of people didn't stop a lot of other bad people.
Yep.
Look what I got them. They killed themselves in a prison cell. They shot themselves in a bunker.
6 million person mass suicide. That's true. So don't be like them.
Don't be like them.
Stop, Drew.
Don't let me get away with what I'm doing.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I've ever written the word rambunctious.
I'm deeply depressed.
I would really have to think about spelling it.
RAM.
Sure. Dealer's choice.
B.
I had that a couple years ago with the word rigmarole.
Yeah. Oh, come on. One of our friends used it as a move.
I will give you all the money in my pocket, which, as we know, is $12,000. If you spell rigmarole.
RIG. No, I was gonna go a different route.
Oh go with your gut.
RIGG.
I wish we had. I should be closer to the mic. I wish we had already done all the news and the movie because I would so love to end on that, but such is life. No.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to spell it like that.
No. RIGM. There's no vowel. Rigmarole.
Rigmarole. That's weird.
Right?
Rigmarole. Rigmarole.
And like you pronounce a little something in there.
But maybe that's
like a schwa.
His name was Rigor Mortis.
No,
but rigmarole.
But it's a real word.
That's what I associate.
Sure.
With, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, now spell rambunctious.
I'm actually not comfortable potentially spelling something wrong publicly.
R-A-M.
Because I never have, and I don't intend to start.
R-A-M.
Yep.
UNCTIOUS.
That's what I would figure. And that is what it is.
Okay.
Good. We're safe.
Rambunctious.
Rambunctious. Yeah.
Chris Benoit.
Benoit Benjamin.
Mike
Major League Hockey Corner.
Yeah.
You got any fun hockey news?
No, nothing.
All right.
There's a new team, and it surprised me on the car ride here.
You psyched about the Calgary Wranglers?
I am. Jeep Wrangler.
The Calgary
Look up their stupid logo.
The Calgary Wrangler jeans.
Look up their stupid logo.
Are you telling me or the listeners?
Both of you.
Calgary.
You and the one listener.
Wranglers. No, we're up to 2 listeners now. We set our record last week. It's a W with a horsey man in the middle.
Nope.
And a flame.
That's the
that's AHL. What?
Scott?
Yeah, there's a
the W.
And there's one with a flame and one with a horsey.
The one with the flame is the actual one. I don't know what that other one is.
Oh, the other one's just a fake logo?
Maybe it used to be something else. Maybe they were like a CHL team back in the 70s or something.
That's literally exactly what they were.
Nice.
And I would like to issue a formal apology to you and the old Calgary Wranglers.
Nice.
The new logo is the flame. Wow.
All right, we got 2 big pieces of news.
Big!
We got to get to them because it's going to be a long ride home.
Big news. Did, I I guess.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first? Do you want to celebrate your victory, or do you want me to tell you about my hatred of heterosexual corporatization of gay things?
I think we'll save my victory lap for the main event.
Victory lap.
I will be jogging around the room as I talk about it, hands in the air, perhaps even waving them like I just don't care.
Okay. So this past weekend was the 97th annual Vancouver Pride Festival and Pride Parade.
Boo, Drew, liar, pride, liar.
Go somewhere else.
Have a different parade. Boo.
I haven't been to one since 2014.
But you have lived on it for the last 2 years. There was. You're right.
2019 was the last one.
This is your first
subdued.
Yeah.
And then 2014 was the last time I was living downtown, so I went with my friends from school.
Right.
And so this time I didn't. Well, number one, I was working the afternoon, so I only got like a brief glimpse of it, and I'm just gonna start from the beginning. So
I'll say my part because I don't have much. I've only been to one because I don't support that lifestyle.
Fair.
And the only reason I was at that one is because I was already downtown seeing Tim and Eric. So whatever year that was is the year I was around there. But I got my dick sucked, but it's a party.
Well, you can't go and not.
Yeah, believe me, I tried not to.
100%.
Yeah.
So I think I went maybe like 2006,
2006. What were you?
10.
You were like 8. What were you?
I'm not you.
Sorry, I always think we're the same age.
Yeah. Daddy's older.
6,
maybe 6, 11, 14 is what I went.
Oh, so if you're keeping up that trend, it would be 6, 11, 14, 15, 15 and a half, 15 and 3/4. It's by,
Yeah,
but, yeah.
I gotcha. So, great, you made me lose my train of thought, you fuck. Anyways, I had to work at 2 o'clock. That was our inventory night, so I had to work late.
Okay.
Parade starts at 12. It closes off 3 major streets in the West End where I live.
Yeah.
Robson, Denman, and like Pacific, and the one that curls around down by the beach.
It doesn't close off Davie?
Does not close off Davie, but there's no bus traffic. Right? So I have to walk to Georgia and Denman to catch the bus to go to work.
Yeah.
And
I hope people start tracking you, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. They're going to track me to a lot of weird places. A lot of alleys, a lot of back lots.
A lot of alternative gas stations.
A lot of alternative gas stations. So the last time I went, in 2014, they had like specific designated areas where when there are no parade floats coming or people going, you can like quickly run across the street or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Because believe it or not everyone's there to go to the Pride Parade. There are in fact a lot of people that are...
Some people are there to see Tim and Eric.
Or see Tim and Eric, or make their way through the crowd while very gently grazing butts with their hand.
Sure.
Which, P.S., I could have done a lot of. I didn't, but I could have.
Yeah.
Unless I saw that butt from earlier today, in which case I would be in prison right now.
I can't even describe in audio form.
No, there's no...
the butt we saw today.
Words... There is no word in the English language or in Aramaic that could describe the shape and size of that boot.
Perhaps there was something in Sanskrit for it that is long lost to time.
That nobody on Earth can read.
Something in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, no one can understand the text.
Yeah.
But this time, fucking nothing.
And
they had
nothing.
security everywhere. So there was no break in the fence. I literally only have to get across one street.
Yeah.
I just have to cross Robson, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I had to walk down Denman. Oh, I can't cross here? I'll walk up Robson until there's a gap in the fence.
Never.
Oh, here's Burrard. The fence also goes down Burrard.
Oh.
So now I'm walking back.
So now you're going the opposite direction you want to. I like it.
I finally cross. I get a whatever. Anyway, I get to work. So the part of the parade that I saw, like, it is the most corporate, bastardized version.
Rainbow capitalism, baby.
Of a pride parade anyone will ever, especially for being in one of the like I would say, one of the most gay-friendly cities.
Yeah.
And in the gayest part of the gay-friendly city. It's like, yeah, oh, hey, look, here's BMO's corporate pride float.
Yeah, here's
it's a bunch of heterosexual women.
Oh, I like that. I thought it was going to be like the S&M puppy play float sponsored by HSBC, but no, like even the float itself is lame.
Like it's honestly more about
it's a bunch of secretaries.
It's a bunch of secretaries wearing pride flags, or having banners that say like, "Oh, here's the Home Depot float," and like. Yeah, it's just all those. It's a bunch of corporate bullshit, and then you get your typical like free Palestine, and then float, Israelis for pride.
You wouldn't put those two together.
But the fact that they're both in the parade,
it is interesting
that they're like, oh, let's approve the Free Palestine parade, but also Israel wants to participate. And if we know one thing about Israel, they're the bad guys, and we can't say no.
I think you got to pick a side, Pride.
Yeah, I agree. Or like they also had like get the U.S. out of Cuba float, which was literally
get the U.S.
or like the embargo of Cuba, right?
Oh, okay.
Like, stop the embargo of Cuba.
Wasn't it kind of stopped?
I guess, but they're also like they also had a sign that said like give Guantanamo Bay back to Cuba.
No, we need that.
Well, yeah. How else are we supposed to severely torture people who are completely innocent and have no idea of any?
How are we supposed to hold people for decades without a trial?
Yeah, without anyone knowing where they are.
Yeah. That's just stupid.
But
but let Cuba have cars from after 1952.
That would be nice.
Let them have that.
That would be nice.
Although I do kind of like the aesthetic.
It is cool.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
The saddest part about that Cuba float was it was one lady driving like a Jeep Wrangler that just had like a sticker on the side, and one other lady holding a sign. And that was the float? Two people saying, "Hey USA, get out of Cuba."
Not wildly impressive.
Very sad.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, here's the most disappointing part of it. So as a mostly heterosexual man,
sure.
I remember the first times I went were like very shocking to me about the things I could see in broad daylight on a major street in Vancouver.
Puerto Rican guy just wearing a cocksock?
We're talking assless chaps.
Yeah.
Tons of banana hammocks with like semis.
Yeah.
Cock socks.
Leather daddies as far as the eye could see.
People, every float, and I'm not exaggerating, every float.
How many?
Every.
Okay.
Throwing condoms.
Yeah.
Cock rings. Lollipops that look like penises.
Mm-hmm.
Beads that have like a dick hanging at the bottom. Like everywhere. Like as soon as the parade was over, the streets were
littered.
Flooded with them.
Yeah.
And this time it was like there were kids everywhere. Like everybody brought their kids and they're giving out like stickers and sunglasses. And I was like, where's my gay pride parade? Where are floats of guys covered in body butter and just head to toe in sparkles and glitter with like very obvious 3/4 chubs, dancing on top of cars, sweating, and just like rubbing each other.
Working hard, playing hard.
Working hard for the money.
Yeah.
Working 9 to 5.
Working for the weekend.
It was such a bastardized version of a thing that's supposed to celebrate.
Damn.
Like, obviously, not every gay guy is a big flamboyant queen.
But most.
But this is like 0 of those.
Huh.
It like
I would
venture to guess that most of the people doing the parade
weren't gay,
are straight or at least not gay. And as opposed to like when I went in the first couple times,
now it's the Ally Parade. Now
it's the Ally Parade, 100%. It's the Allied Forces liberating Belgium, and that's what it is. So
MacArthur's in there.
I understand that like the majority of the gay stuff happens when the lights are out, when it gets dark at night, because everything happens down at the beach and on Davie and stuff. So by the time I got home from work, it was like 10:45, and that's when I got to see the cocksock, the drag queens, the assless chaps, guys covered head to toe in like neon pink spandex.
Nice,
but with SPHs, of course. You have to have SPHs.
Yeah, it's about access.
I saw a couple people with paws.
Okay,
but like neon green and blue and like not the real stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure you saw a number of people who were paws.
They're the
for monkeypox.
I was gonna say the cases of monkeypox increased 30% over that night. But yeah, it was honestly like very disappointing.
Yeah,
that like you're like, oh, the Pride Parade is going to be ridiculous.
I want a spectacle,
and then you go and you're like, this is boring.
Yeah,
like you got to the point where I was like,
that's the worst thing.
Can you just get out of my fucking way? I'm trying to get to work.
That's the worst thing a Pride Parade can be is boring.
It's boring.
That sucks.
If there's one thing I know about gay men, and trust me, I know gay men.
Not boring.
They like to have fun.
Yes,
and this is not fun.
Yeah, that sucks.
And just like it's like a family friendly.
It's like what they did to Vegas and Times Square.
Yeah,
it used to be just filthy and full of sex diseases.
Yeah,
and now you bring your kids and they get souvenirs.
Yeah, they get to like see all these places that are locked up during the day.
Yeah,
and then when they're in bed is where you go to put your diseased seed in another man.
Your poison seed.
But yeah, it sucked. That's
too bad.
I was so mad about it.
That's disappointing.
I finally live in the gay part of town.
I was gonna say you live a 1 minute walk from the gayest street in town.
Yeah, and like nothing. It was awful.
That's a bummer.
I didn't get to go to the beach party, which is kind of here.
I cannot wait to go to a beach party.
A beach party.
A party full of beaches.
Beaches. The only thing that is good about the Gay Pride Parade as a straight man, well, I guess there's two things. One, there are lots of girls who just like don't wear bras, have their tits out.
Yeah,
like, that's great because like they're not afraid of getting raped because most dude bros are not going to go to the Gay Pride Parade because they're afraid that they are going to be gay.
Yeah,
but if you're like into drinking or like getting free shit, you go because gay guys will buy you stuff all the time. When I went in 2014 and it was like me and a bunch of my classmates from school, lots of guys bought me and my friend Louis just like free drinks, or they were like giving us free like merchandise and stuff. And I was like, man, if only I wasn't afraid to put a penis in and around my mouth.
But even so, you still did okay.
I still did okay.
You still came out ahead that day. So
yeah, there was not a lot of head that day, but but yeah, anyways, that's my rant about how awful the Vancouver Pride Parade was.
That is a shame.
Get the kids out, number one. I know that goes against a lot of people's wishes, but get the kids out.
Yeah.
Remove the corporate structure and just let them hang dong.
Yeah, let's get subversive again.
Everybody wants the dong.
Yeah.
And you're going to hide it behind like 3 layers of underwear?
Disgusting.
No, I don't like it.
No, I agree.
I want it free willy. Free wee wee.
Free wee.
Aw, John Panette.
R.I.P. John Panette. He ate the whole buffet.
And made a racist joke about Chinese people.
You go now!
You're too big!
You're so big!
Wee.
What if we just did an entire John Panette stand-up
special?
What is
he going to sue us?
Yeah, from beyond his fat grave. So, I don't know. Have you been reading the news? Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Have you seen this? Demi Lovato? You say Lovato, I say Lovato. Let's call the whole thing off. I read an article in trusted publication BuzzFeed.
Well, of course.
What I like about BuzzFeed is the
keep clicking on things to get to the next.
We got to keep clicking, and the pictures to words ratio is about 4-1. The words are in about size 72 font, and there's very few of them. So it's
easy.
How can I get the most information quickly? Answer BuzzFeed.
Now, Scott, I don't want to cut you off here, but I insist
that you do.
But I'm going to cut you off. You need to take 3 seconds of your day and look at the video I just sent.
What you just sent me? Okay.
I'm flabbergasted by what I've just seen.
Oh, so someone sent me this thick boy.
It's huge. Is that the biggest tiger?
I think it's a liger.
It's a liger. Is it the biggest liger that's ever lived?
It might be
huge.
I think it's the largest land animal.
That thing could take down a fucking polar bear. Like
100%.
That thing could take down a blue whale.
Yeah, you guys, look around for, I don't know, giant liger on Instagram, and
huge.
That's a big piece of cat. It's what that is. He's what are they saying on Reddit? A heckin' chonker.
A heckin' chonker.
He's one of those. I would say he's conservatively 8 tons.
Oh yeah. Like if he stood up on his back,
that is a 16,000 pound cat.
On his hind haunches.
Hind haunches, 10 and a half feet. I'm undershooting. I am undershooting, honestly. I was
going to say 12 feet.
Yeah, actually, nose to tail, quarter mile.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
He's so big. And he's somehow huge without being fat per se. Like he's got a lot of body, but it all fits.
Yeah.
Because the frame is so huge.
I'm gonna Instagram it right now, and I'm gonna say that's.
Oh, it's on your Instagram.
Honkin' chonker.
A honkin' chonker. So go to Drew's Instagram and find it. Is the Instagram Staring Southpaws?
It is. If you don't follow me, you got to request it, and if I don't know who you are, we'll see.
Then you'll never see it. All right. Well, that was worth interrupting, but we now simply
no more interruptions.
Must get back to one. I've been trying to think of something funny that Demi is short for, and I'm not getting anything.
Demi Moore Lovato.
Demi. What? Hey, why don't you Demi? Why don't you Demi some new pronouns?
Her name is Demetria. Is her legal government name
Demetria Martin?
Demetria,
quirky stand-up comic.
Lovato.
That's a lot going on. So here's what BuzzFeed has to say as of August 2nd, 2022. You know Demi Lovato. I like articles that give me some credit for already knowing some stuff. You know what? Article? I do know Demi Lovato. Please tell me more. In May of last year, that'd be 2021, Demi came out as non-binary and said she would be using they, them pronouns. Good for her. Would you call that stunning or brave or both?
Oh, it's stunning and brave.
Okay.
I hope she didn't hit an elderly woman with her car.
I certainly hope not. Well, then she'd have to go even further than they, them.
Yes.
In a recent interview on the Spout podcast.
Oh, my favorite podcast.
I assume a podcast about busting?
Spout.
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 Demi revealed that she now uses she, her pronouns.
Oh, big twist.
And she also explained why she made the update. Tell me more, Demi. I guess I should read it in her voice. I've actually adopted the pronouns of she, her again with me, Demi said before referring to herself as a fluid person. Demi went on to say that she previously felt her masculine and feminine energy were at a balance, especially last year. When I was faced with the choice of walking into a bathroom and it said women and men, I didn't feel like there was a bathroom for me because I didn't necessarily feel like a woman. Okay. So I didn't shit for the entire year of 2021.
Can I stop you for a second?
I'll allow it.
Why does... This is across the spectrum, across the board. I'm gonna get real inappropriate right now.
Okay.
I guess
I insist you do.
Why the fuck does it matter what bathroom you piss and shit in?
I don't know.
Like, you're not doing anything other than pissing and shitting.
I think the whole bathroom thing is just made up by 8 right-wing grifters.
It's made up by all those Republican senators whose search history is nothing but trans porn.
Yeah. It's literally that.
It's literally
it's not a real issue.
Like if there was a bathroom that literally said only gay men, and I had to shit,
I'm shitting in it.
Going in the only gay men.
And also, if I could hold it for another 2 hours, I'm still going in the one that says only gay men. Yeah. It seems like an interesting bathroom. I would love to see the stalls.
Yeah, the stalls.
And the dividers between the stalls.
The stalls go from the roof to waist level. Yep. They're opposite. It's like one of those optical illusions where like they glue a chair to the roof.
Yep.
So it looks like you're standing upside down.
Yep.
But that's what it is. The stalls go from the roof down, so you can still shit, but everybody can see your dick. I don't care if it was like AIDS bathroom. If I have to shit bad enough,
I'm going to the AIDS bathroom.
I mean, it's probably the same bathroom, but
yeah. Monkeypox bathroom.
Monkeypox bathroom. Yeah. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
But why is it such?
I don't think it's a real issue.
I feel like either of those bathrooms where I needed to get the poison out of my ass.
Shut up.
Speaking to me.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I hope she didn't shit for a year.
I hope she dies.
She almost did. We'll get to that. I didn't feel like a man, she continued while talking about why she initially adopted they, them pronouns. I just felt like a human. And that's what they, them is about. For me, it's just about like feeling human at your core. Demi went on to explain that the reason she uses she, her pronouns now is because recently I've been feeling more feminine. And she also pointed out that when it comes to pronouns in general, it's still a learning process for many people. I think what's important is like, nobody's perfect, she said. Everyone messes up pronouns at some point, especially when people are learning. It's just all about respect. So congratulations to Demi Lovato. You're a woman now. Very exciting times.
I had no idea that this existed.
What do you got? Is it another huge cat?
No. Apparently, she got raped as a 15-year-old on the set of one of her Disney Channel movies.
I mean,
according to her.
I 100% believe that she did.
Yeah, but I had no idea that was a thing.
Were you on a Disney Channel movie? Then you got raped.
But she was one of the Purity Ring girls.
Every single Purity Ring girl got absolutely molested.
Well, I mean, they all grew up with the Jonas Brothers, and you're telling me you're not going to fuck a Jonas?
And
I would fuck the third Jonas, and he's not even that attractive.
Larry?
Just because he's related to the other two.
Just because he knows Nick and Joe.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Oh. Those two are fucking talented.
Oh, absolutely.
Third one's Kevin Jonas, I believe.
I don't think it's Larry. I think it's Kevin Jonas. Kevin sounds right. Is there a fourth?
I don't know. Can I tell you the funniest part about it is?
Yes.
Kevin, because I guess I think in theory they grew up as Christians, sort of, when they were younger. So he, before they really got famous, just like married his girlfriend.
At like age 12?
At like age 12 or whatever.
I like that.
But then they get super famous, and look at who the other ones fucking married. I believe Joe Jonas married Deepak Chopra.
That I actually didn't know.
Joe Jonas married Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick Jonas married the Indian one. Priyanka Chopra, who's like gorgeous.
Related to Deepak?
I don't know, maybe that's
or is Chopra just like Smith over there?
It's probably like Smith.
Yeah.
There does not appear to be any relation.
Sad,
but she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so like the first brother was like, I'm just gonna marry my girlfriend because I want to marry her.
What's gonna happen? I'm gonna get super famous and be able to marry anyone I want later.
What's gonna happen? My two brothers are gonna marry two of the most beautiful, popular, famous women in the world. Kevin.
Larry.
Oh, Larry.
Fourth Jonas brother. There is
Frankie. Malachi?
Yeah.
Malachi
Jonas.
I like that joke that only like one person's gonna get.
Hey, if you're a late 2000s Southern California wrestling fan, you're
like
gonna
3 PWG matches.
Yeah, you're gonna love that joke. Yeah, so Frankie's considerably younger than the other three.
Is he just as hot?
No.
Oh, okay. He's a Kevin.
Although he is about, I'm going to say 10 years old in these pictures.
Oh, okay.
So,
wait, and you said no?
So he's already too old.
Changing.
He's already too old.
Okay. Yeah. So it goes, because who's the oldest? Joe's the oldest?
I'm gonna make a startling admission on the podcast
okay,
here.
I'm listening.
I don't know the chronology of the Jonas Brothers as much as I pretend to.
Nick Jonas is the handsomest one. He's the one that's in Jumanji. And he's...
Robin Williams is in Jumanji.
Joe Jonas is the oldest. Okay. So it doesn't actually go hottest to ugliest. It goes second to first, tied for fourth.
Yeah. I think, if it just went... If it just kept being diminishing returns, I think you'd stop before you had 4 kids.
Yeah, once you got to 3 and realized he was an uggo, then you're like, no. But I mean, that's the same thing with like the Hemsworths. Because like the older brother who's like the stunt guy.
Yeah. Larry.
Pete, I was going to say. Pete Hemsworth is ugly. Yes. And then Chris, gorgeous. But Liam, even more gorgeous.
Yeah.
So it went reverse. So
true. They should have kept having kids.
And then that kid would have been Pitcomb.
They should have had a 19 kids and counting situation there, but not had them have sex with each other.
But not had the oldest one molest
one of the younger ones.
Yeah.
Everything. Look, the Duggars did everything right up to a point.
Yes, they did.
Every child more beautiful than the last, but the last child was so beautiful. Beautiful. You know, I'm a bit of a beautiful myself.
I like it.
I can't even.
Is that a pedophile who's only into beautiful children?
It's a pedophile who only likes hot kids.
I guess to a pedophile, all kids are hot, right? Well, in theory, hold on. All attainable kids are hot.
I can't possibly continue this. All kids are hot and all cops are bad. AKAH and ACAB, baby. Okay, so Demi Lovato. On May 26th of
our Lord,
2021, I made the one tweet I have ever deleted.
Coward.
Ever.
Coward.
In my ding dang life.
Boo. Boo, Scott.
Boo.
Boo.
Liar.
Boo. Make another tweet.
Don't worry, I will make another tweet. But that tweet was in reference to the new news then that Demi Lovato had come out as non-binary and would be henceforth using they, them pronouns. And I'm looking at what I was able to salvage of the thread. So my first tweet was, this tweet was deleted by the tweet author, learn more. But it was something to the effect of, great, she's mentally ill. She OD'd in 2018 and had a heart attack and 3 strokes and has severe brain damage.
Yep.
And
she was raped.
And also she was raped, and that's probably why she OD'd. It's A to B to C.
Yeah. They go hand in hand.
Like, if you were on a Disney or Nickelodeon, especially Nickelodeon show, late 90s to, I don't know, now, you were raped.
Do they still make Disney Channel shows? I have no fucking idea.
They're not still doing Wizards of Waverly Place?
Probably not.
What if they are?
I'm going to look it up. No, I can't look it up. I don't want that on my search history.
I don't either. And you should see the other stuff I'm okay with having on my search history.
Yeah, I'll show you all the other things.
But maybe not. Okay, late 90s to 2014.
Sure.
You were
when did Dan Schneider? When did Dan Schneider stop working there?
I don't know. Probably Me Too time. So 2017.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jada.
You're really conflating a lot of disparate things.
He's not my president.
But yeah, but the crux of my point I was making in May of last year was, yeah, call me if she's still doing it in 2 years.
Right.
And here we find ourselves 1 year and 2 months later, and she's not. But what's more important is why the tweet was deleted.
Because you're a coward.
I guess it's because I'm a coward. At the end of the day, I'm going to have to take some sort of ownership of my actions.
I will, Scott. I'm gonna go to bat for you, buddy.
Oh,
I'm gonna stand up in front of this riled up crowd with their pitchforks and their tiki torches.
You're a hashtag stand up for WWE type guy.
I am a big stand up. I understand why you did.
Yeah,
because you're in the same circle as people, and if you don't, and said person wants to get you. Well, prevent you from doing the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
They are going to be able to use that as a way to get you to stop.
Yeah.
So, or have less opportunities.
Exactly.
I get it. I would have done the same
thing. That is why I did it, yes. But yeah, so I made the tweet. It was replied to very angrily.
And almost immediately.
And so quickly. And
30 seconds.
Also, the first time this person has ever replied to me.
Yep.
Or, like, engaged with me on Twitter in any fashion. So, I don't know if you're just looking for stuff like that all day on Twitter.
Probably. Like, as soon as it came out, I guarantee that them...
I mean, I think she goes by she.
Okay. She
didn't always go by she. Anyway, I don't want to be more specific than that about her, but I did. I know she blocked me on Twitter right after this.
Right.
I tried to search for her else. I could not find her Twitter, so I don't know if it's gone or if I didn't know what to search for. But I was.
I know I don't follow her.
Yeah.
And I don't.
I did. I thought we were on good terms until Demi drove a wedge between us.
I cannot. Nope.
I couldn't find her.
Nope. Either doesn't exist or
also blocked you.
Also blocked me for guilty by association. Yeah. Also guilty for the same thoughts.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I created a second fake account so I could search for her on a non-blocked account and still didn't find her. I'm not saying I did that, but I'm also saying I did that. And it couldn't find her. So I don't know. I guess she's just done with Twitter. And I wish she had been done with Twitter before May 26, 2001. So there's my deleted tweet and then her angry response, which is also deleted, but I guess it's either because her account's gone or because I'm blocked and can't see it anymore. But if her account's gone, you can't see anything.
Gone, then it's gone.
So that's gone. And then my response to her angry one is still there. She basically said like, oh, so you get to decide for everyone what their pronouns are and if they're legit. And I said something to that effect. And then my response is, I wouldn't be if I believed it and didn't think it was a decision made by her publicist. And then a second...
And also just sort of for the clout.
Yeah, for the clout, publicity move, and she's crazy. Like, it's a lot of things going on at the same time.
Also, no Instagram anymore.
Oh, really?
Not that I can find.
Huh. Yeah, so then there's a second deleted... angry post by her. Okay, yeah, so the second angry post by her, because I can tell by my response that one's basically like who the fuck do you think you are, like deciding either deciding whose pronouns are valid or you think all people's pronouns are invalid and blah blah blah. And my response is no, not at all. Specific to her, it just seems like a very calculated, inauthentic career move. And I think at the very same time she also posted a picture of her in like an Indian headdress.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And I said between this and the picture she just posted, she's really on a roll identity-wise lately. And I wouldn't have even mentioned it or thought twice about it otherwise. So that was that. But I would so love to quote my original post now, because I do believe we are inside the 2 years I predicted.
Correct.
And it is victory lap time.
Good.
Here I go. Too tired.
I hope that we're on the same show as her. And I want you to just be be killer with kindness. Like be
that is what I would do.
That is what I would do. You've ever been in your life to her, and just see what she does. Because number one, I guarantee you, she almost immediately forgot about it.
Yeah, I'm sure she had 8 more things to be outraged about that day.
Yeah,
let alone in the year and 2 months since.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my move.
Yeah.
For
don't bring it up.
No.
You just gotta be like it's so. How long has it been since we've seen each other? Like whatever the last.
How you doing?
Show you
what are you up to?
Wow,
still playing baseball?
Oh, you look a lot more feminine than the last time I saw you.
You're really femmed up.
Yeah, you're real.
Can I grab your tits?
You know what? You'd be a lot cuter if you smiled more.
And that's the Demi Lovato news. So that was like, if we're going like John Oliver style, like that, the Demi Lovato was like the main piece, and then this is just like the epilogue just before the credits. Big shout out to the guy who turned in 62 3D printed guns that he made himself for $150 each to like a gun buyback thing in Houston.
Oh,
he just made thousands and thousands of dollars.
That's so fucking good.
How good is that?
That's fucking great.
That guy's our real ass dude of the week.
Oh, that's real ass dude of the week for sure.
Yeah. So shout out to him.
That's so smart.
Isn't that good?
And how do they not fucking be like, oh, okay, man, what are you
I love that nobody didn't say that. Nobody said, okay, man.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
These aren't even real guns.
62 identical plastic guns.
Yeah.
150 a pop.
How much is it? This is probably a dumb question. Because when you're 3D printing something,
I don't think they cost 150 each to make. No, I think you made a good profit.
But like, how much?
What is the overhead? Yeah. I don't know. Let's call it $20.
Is that what it, like probably that cheap?
I'm shooting my shot. I don't know. I'm not a big 3D printing guy.
We should get one.
I'm excited for what people will do with 3D printing technology once they stop making guns and dildos.
How expensive is a 3D printer?
I think the printer's expensive. Jordan has one.
I know, but I don't know how expensive it is.
Let's talk to him.
Well, let's ask him.
We will ask him.
When we get my fucking gear.
When you get your gear.
New fucking gear and drop off a jacket.
New gear, get a new fancy jacket. Fancy up your jacket.
Fancy up the jacket, because there's black right now. Black gives me a heart attack.
Would you like to brag on the podcast that you have successfully sold your old tail?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It's a private matter, Scott.
It's a private transaction?
Private transaction between two consenting adults.
Fair enough.
That being said, anyone who's listening, by the next time you see me wrestle, I'm going to have fancy new gear.
So pretty. You're not even ready for it.
Not even. You don't even know what's coming.
You don't even know. You fucking idiots.
Listen, right now on this podcast, I have never been more dead ass serious than I'm going to be right now.
Okay.
Bernie Mac is the greatest black comedian of all time.
100%. No question.
No, my gear is so goddamn pretty.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to see a little bit of bulge, but it's gonna be hidden. And
that's true. There's a suggestion of bulge.
Yeah.
But it's very tasteful.
Yeah.
Unless it flaps up.
Well, then it's gonna flap up.
It is gonna flap up.
Yeah. I should have got an SPH though. I think it would be really funny if I got a fake butthole sewn in. In fact,
there's nothing stopping us from both getting buttholes in our gear.
It doesn't have to be a working butthole. It just has to look like a butthole.
No, just an artistic butthole.
I'm gonna ask Jordan. He'll do it.
I guess I'll match.
But nobody's gonna see yours because you wear gear over it.
But I'll know.
I guess that's
And if someone ever pulls my pants down, they'll see butthole.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
And everyone will see it when I'm putting my gear on in the locker room.
That's true. That is very, very true.
So I think it's important. All right.
Yeah. Okay, done.
Let's get buttholes.
I'm going to have fancy new gear, and eventually it's going to have a butthole.
So exciting.
Let's not forget that we also got a tasty treat for this episode that's sitting right in front of me.
I'm going
to be
100% honest with you. I completely forgot about our tasty treat.
Yep.
Which both of those words we may be misusing.
Yep.
So I don't know if y'all have heard about the newest and hottest, coolest, fattest, dopest, raddest, tubularist, most tubular, tubular bells. Good song. The Coca-Cola flavor. And this actually, I knew that this existed as a Coke Zero flavor. I did not know it existed as a full calorie flavor. That is what we purchased because it's the only one I'm willing to try. I still know it's going to be bad.
Yep.
But the things we do for you people. What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
What if this is Flaming Hot Mountain Dew?
What if it's Flaming Hot Mountain Dew? What if it's those flavored Red Bulls?
Yeah, I don't know.
We've had good luck with drinks we think are going to be gross.
I think we're too quick to dismiss new items. Because we're there's no way this could be good. And then we're like, it's better than I thought.
It's pretty good. I mean, I have had 2 personal Flamin' Hot Mountain Dews since we tried it on the show.
I've had 1.
They're pretty good.
I like them.
It's basically the lime one, the lime Dew-mocracy flavor from like 12 years ago, with a little kick to it.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's great.
So this Coke shit. I'm psyched I got to use my Slim Can Yeti Colster because I bought it and I don't know why, because I don't really drink a lot of Slim Cans because besides those Red Bulls,
you could drink a Guru.
I could drink a Guru
energy drink.
I wonder if that's local or national or international.
Local, and it's bad.
Yeah. That sounds right.
That's one thing for the podcast. We should do one episode when we do a taste test episode.
Bad local energy drinks.
We should just get all of the...
get some Gurus, get some Jokers.
Well, I was going to say we should get all of the healthy, natural options from my store.
Ooh, yeah.
And try them and see if any of them are good.
Or if anything is drinkable.
There's also like a bunch of nitro brew coffees. There's tons of stuff.
So this Coca-Cola, sponsored, I don't know, some sort of co-promotion with noted, I think I believe the first DJ to ever wear a weird thing on his head.
Yeah, sure, the first one.
I think he's the first one.
Not the 74th.
Yeah. Marshmallow?
Marshmallow.
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Do you even know a Marshmallow song?
I do. Alone. And it's a good-ass song. And a little co-promotion, not the right word. Let's call it a duet, which also doesn't feel right, with the late Juice WRLD, Come and Go. I know more about Marshmallow than I thought I did. But the ones I've heard, I like a lot.
So then why are you so down on this flavor?
Drew, great question. Thank you for pitching me that softball.
Yeah. I lobbed it right across the plate for you, buddy.
You'll be a fine talk show host one day. So I understand you got engaged.
What's this I hear about you getting pulled over by the police?
You were in a hot air balloon, you say?
You went to a wedding and you didn't know anybody?
So it's Marshmallow's new flavor of Coca-Cola. Marshmallow's new flavor of Coca-Cola. Did I stutter? And what is that flavor? What flavor of Coca-Cola has Marshmallow put out? Watermelon strawberry. Are you fucking kidding me?
I hope nobody gets the argument you're making. I hope people are like, oh, interesting.
I also hope our audience is that dumb.
Some of them are.
Because if they're that dumb, they can be taken advantage of.
And how can they be taken advantage of?
Financially, hopefully. And sexually.
Yeah. Where can they send that financials to?
You know what? They can, if you're so stupid...
That is a great way to start that pitch.
So stupid.
Hey, listen, you're a dummy.
That you don't understand what flavor of Coca-Cola Marshmallow should make. You send as much money as you want to paypal.me/NotScottHenson. You tell them Marshmallow sent you. All right? All right. So let's... has there ever been something that wrote itself more than what this flavor should be? Okay, if this is done ironically...
but it was lemonade?
If this was done intentionally and ironically as a joke, funny. I don't think that's true.
I bet you it's his favorite flavor.
I think it's a flavor he likes, and he's like, make that for Coke. I would love to try marshmallow. I love marshmallow.
I swear to God, Scott, we've had toasted... Oh, you know what it was?
It came to you?
It was the iced... the cold Starbucks drinks. And there was a toasted marshmallow. And it was pretty good.
Right.
It was pretty good.
Yes.
But now we can never see it again.
Correct.
Sometimes I see the brown butter.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Brown butter caramel?
Yeah. I see that one very infrequently, but the rest of them, all gone. All the good ones.
Long gone.
I used to get 6 of those every time I went to 3-2-1.
Yeah, you
and
really...
that was my week's worth of coffee.
Yeah.
And then...
You really went to town on those bottled frappuccinos.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And the other ones just don't do it anymore. They don't even get me hard. I can't even feel it.
One thing I was thinking about the other day was because I got my my free birthday Starbucks, which is like one of the only times a year I go to Starbucks.
Oh, ask me if I got my free Starbucks on my birthday. No, because the one near work was under construction.
Motherfucker.
Anyways, continue.
Rude. And I got like a big stupid thing.
Yeah. A frappy-doo.
I didn't, and I considered it, but I was gonna be eating soon, and that's sort of a meal in itself.
Yeah, kind of.
But I got I believe if I'm to remember my order correctly, a venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew, extra vanilla sweet cream,
6 pumps
with whipped cream and caramel on top.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not something you want every day.
No.
But it was my goddamn birthday.
How was your shit later?
It was fine.
Creamy?
Very creamy.
Gross.
But I haven't had a frappuccino in
a frappe.
Legit probably 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And I also remembered that in the US, they make the one size bigger than Venti. They make Trenta, which is 30 ounces opposed to Venti's.
Trenta Beretta.
The Trenta Beretta. So it's 1.5 Ventis. Yeah. And like, I'm pretty sure Venti Frappuccino is like 1,500 calories. Yeah. And like, there's people who get like a Trenta Frappuccino most days.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And they're called American pigs.
Now, I was just sent... no, I wasn't. Well, no, I just got a notification from PayPal. I'm like, did someone... But I'm like, no, that's not how this works. There's someone responding to my reply to them on PayPal. So it's not even...
From the all request, that one guy that never got back to us?
Did it...
I don't remember.
I think we eventually...
Let's move on and try this Coke.
God, you know what? Try that Coke.
Oh, I don't like the smell of it.
Here's the thing. Let me talk about it before you drink it.
Okay.
So, I don't think this flavor is going to go well with Coke on paper. Also, even if it does, I don't really like watermelon. And strawberry is fine, but I think I've said before that every time I have strawberry, I'm just like, I wish this was raspberry because I like raspberry better.
Sure.
So hit it up.
I don't like the smell.
Okay.
Number one, it's
bad.
Awful.
A poor bouquet. How are the legs on it? Is it sticking to the sides of the can?
There's no gams. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful. I'm never drinking that again. You can finish it.
That's the only sip you're having?
Yeah. Oh, that's bad.
Maybe you're being harsh.
No.
You have hot little hands.
No, I don't. I was holding with one hand.
This fucker's warm.
Well, I've been holding it for like 10 minutes while you were jibber jabbering.
You had a little death grip on it.
I did.
A little pause.
Yeah.
All right. I agree. Smells bad.
Is this going to be a 2-sip, then we dump it out?
2-sipping it up. Should I dump the full liquid into just my bedroom trash can?
Your trash can? Yeah, I think so. I don't like it.
Oh, it's It's weird.
It's bad.
Yeah.
No! 2 sips?
It's a 2-sipper.
Oh, boy.
I want to get I don't want to prejudge because we've been harsh on things in the past, and I want to get a full idea of truly what a weird, gross beverage this is.
What are the afternotes? Is there some
pine?
Some sandalwood?
I'm getting pine. I'm getting yellow beets. And just at the very back, cum.
But that might have been there from before.
Oh,
that's, you know what? Leftover cum.
That's on me. Yeah.
Well, more like it's in you.
That's in me. You know what, guys? That's in me. Cum, is it in you? Is that a Gatorade?
Yeah.
Slogan? Yeah. I'm gonna drink this whole thing. No. No. My eyes are bigger than my stomach on
it's not good. It's not good. Like,
is there anything interesting on the can? Well, it's covered by the
taste isn't even strong enough either way, and it doesn't taste like Coke.
No, it doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't taste like the fruit or the Coke.
Like the watermelon doesn't overpower the strawberry. The strawberry doesn't overpower the watermelon, and it doesn't have any carbonated cola.
Nope. It really doesn't have that.
It's
like a whole other thing. The one positive I'll say is it's not strong watermelon, because I wouldn't like that, but whatever this is I also don't like. But now the one ray of hope I'll say is that it's called Coca-Cola Creations. We've said this before. This is in the.
This doesn't taste like space.
This is in the Starlight family. Yeah. So maybe eventually now we are 0 for 2, but maybe eventually we'll get a good Coca-Cola Creation flavors. You know, like, I don't know. Let me just spitball something. Marshmallow.
I would just like for them to bring back lime.
The lime would be good too.
Lime Coke and lime Pepsi were like
two of
my favorite things.
I was a Pepsi lime guy.
I was a Pepsi lime guy for sure. But
that was nice stuff.
Yeah, do something better.
Yeah. So in the Coca-Cola Creations series, now I will say credit where it's due for at least making the caloric version.
Yes.
And not just a zero version.
And making the can white like a marshmallow.
But not tasting like a marshmallow. So we're 0 for 2 in terms of good Creations flavors. We've had Starlight, which I was told was space flavored.
Yep. Tasted like a gross cookie.
Tasted like baking. And this horseshit. So by the law of averages, the third in the Coca-Cola Creation series will be good. And then you can take that to the bank. Tell them Marshmallow sent you.
Sperm bank?
You can take that to a sperm bank.
Blood bank. Don't confuse the two.
I did once. It was a mess.
Because then you were tasting your own blood?
It got... Yeah, I went down to what I thought was the sperm bank for a drink. All of a sudden, everyone thinks I'm a fucking vampire. And that's the news.
Yeah.
So,
did you watch a movie? I don't remember.
We did. We both watched it yesterday because I forgot about it until yesterday. Maybe that was just your plan.
Yeah, I just kind of forgot about it too.
Yep.
We watched 2002's
Crossroads.
Britney Spears' vehicle.
Yep.
Crossroads. Where?
By director Tamra Davis.
If I was to tell you that it was an hour and a half of nothing happening, would you believe me? Now,
I would.
I will say that this entire movie was just about making Britney look like a whore.
Yes.
Like, just tons of, like, skimpy clothing. They're like, isn't she fucking hot? Like, at the beginning when she's in her bedroom and she's wearing just undies.
Well, that brings me to my first note.
What a butt.
I forgot how fucking hot Britney Spears used to be, and not just a crazy person whose dad got to rape her with impunity, unless I'm misunderstanding what a conservatorship is.
You got it.
Okay, I thought so. But yeah, her body is so good.
Well, she's 15 in the movie.
She's 20. I looked it up. I know. I looked it up. I got the go-ahead flag, and then enjoyed the rest of the movie.
The base coach was telling you to round
waving me through, baby.
Is that what you call your right hand?
Third base coach. Go for home.
Go for home.
Yeah. She looks great. And
great, yeah.
They really hoard her up.
They really did. Like, even when they're doing the karaoke, her costume was way more slutty than the other two.
Well, the karaoke was interesting because as they're doing the karaoke and, like, very intentionally and obviously dressed very slutty, like, like really asking for it type of look.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, I was just about to write something about it being, it's a 50-50 chance these girls are under 18 because they just graduated high school. So if their birthday is in the latter half of the year, they are 17, providing they didn't repeat any grades, which maybe they did.
Well, no, because I think they imply that Brittany's very smart.
Yeah, so maybe she skipped a grade. Maybe she's 12.
Maybe
her character is 12.
Maybe she's a child prodigy.
Maybe I shouldn't have jerked off to this.
Nah, I think you're okay.
Okay.
It's in the past, Scott.
Wait, can I
Yeah.
Can I jerk off to anything in the past and it's okay?
Oh yeah.
As long as I don't jerk off to future child pornography, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the rules.
I can work within those confines. That's fair. But yeah, so I'm thinking like these characters, like in the context of the movie, they are underage or right on the fucking line, and I'm like, are they going to acknowledge that? And then they do acknowledge that. Like, he says we should get out of here before they realize you're underage. I'm like, oh, so y'all are just okay with this.
But I think they mean underage as in
drinking age,
right?
And not pedophile age. Not statutory rape age.
I don't think Cullen Bohannon is a pedophile. The star of AMC's Hell on Wheels, Anson Mount. His name is Mount.
Anson Mount is a cool name.
Yeah, it is.
I'll give you that. So is it time for our Hell on Wheels detour?
I don't know why you don't like it.
I've never seen it.
It's about trains, which goes right down your alley.
Yeah.
There's tons of racism towards the Chinese and the Irish.
Okay.
Common is in it.
Oscar winner Common?
And he fights a bear. A real bear.
Oh, I was going to say, does Common also play the bear in a brave dual role?
Yes.
Not unlike Dave Chappelle in Half-Baked.
Half-Baked, yeah. Tons of racism.
As himself and Sir Smokes-a-Lot.
Tons of racism. There's weird Mormon shit. Common fights a bear. Don't watch season 6.
What goes down in season 6?
I don't know. It just gets really fucking.
The Chinese take over.
Yeah,
they have the Boxer Rebellion.
They finally put in their 5G and everything goes to hell on wheels.
Damn you! No, more like Huawei on wheels. Boom! End of podcast. You don't get to hear about the rest of Crossroads. Good joke. Okay, I have issues with the number of things in the movie. None larger than Britney Spears being valedictorian. Come on. I don't think she can read.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, she didn't have a childhood. She was Mickey Mouse Club, and then Britney
again also got raped.
Definitely raped. I mean, yeah, but that was
no way that JT didn't rape her when they were both like 13 years old.
Sure, but I think most of her rape was kept in house. She didn't even need
later, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think her dad held out until she was an adult.
You know what? Good for you, Mr. Spears.
Good for you, Jamie Spears.
Is his name Jamie?
I think his name is Jamie.
He named his other daughter after him.
Spears. Jamie Lynn. There's a hyphen. She also plays young Britney in this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I
also look up some stuff about her online. She's lived an interesting life.
I think it's been
pregnancy,
pretty interesting for most of the Spearses.
Teen pregnancy.
A second teen pregnancy.
I think it's just one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you see your older sister doing all this wild shit, and you're like, hey, if I do that wild shit too, I'll get more attention. I guess you could say Jamie Lynn Spears is a real Lily Wachowski.
Got her. Fucking got her.
Really firing all cylinders today. Feeling good. I credit Marshmallow Coke. It's my new favorite drink. Sponsor the podcast. I'm not touching it anymore.
She is older than I thought.
I mean, yeah, she would be.
Her husband's name is also Jamie.
She married... Well, let me ask you a follow-up question. Is her husband her dad?
Her dad? Yes.
Oh.
She married... Well, dad gave up on Brittany.
That's true.
Got to move on to Jamie Lynn. She was 16. They got married. Oh, no, they got engaged. They moved to Liberty, Mississippi.
Was it Kevin Jonas?
No, it wasn't. No. He was already married to his high school sweetheart at the time.
Of course. His elementary school sweetheart. Good radio.
She subsequently began a relationship with Jamie Watson, a businessman who owns communications service Advanced Media Partners. He's probably a lot older than her.
Oh, I bet.
Her and Brittany had a falling out.
I bet they made up. Tell me they made up. Drew, I need to know that the Spears sisters are on good terms.
I don't know. Wait, Lucy Wagner? Oh, it's just Crossroads. Anyways.
Have you seen who the Olsen twins are married to?
Each other?
That'd be cool.
They're lesbian incest sisters?
They're, like, each one...
is married to, like, a 70-year-old man.
Is married to, like, a European oligarch. Like, they're both married to, like, dukes and barons from, like, Belgium. And yes, they're, like, 40 years older than that. Yeah. It's very weird. They had a fun childhood, too, I'm sure. Yeah,
it's weird that their sister turned out normal and they're, like, completely fucked up.
It's weird that their sister, who started acting a little later in life and not when she was literally a baby.
But, like, name one child actor that isn't at least a little fucked up.
Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah, not fucked up.
Damn, you got me.
And, like, Josh Brolin, but he's kind of weird. He's not, like, fucked up, but he's a little...
Josh Brolin is your best case.
Yes.
Yeah, weird, but you could have... dinner with him.
Yeah, like you could sit down and have a regular conversation with him.
Yeah, he would be yelling Moto Penikeku. But besides that, it would be fun.
I would imagine that he would start talking to you about like fracking or like soil contamination.
Pro or anti?
I feel like he'd be anti. I think he's a pretty liberal dude.
It'd be funny if he, apropos of nothing, started like espousing the virtues of fracking. We gotta frack.
Listen, I like to frack. Biden, you're gonna like to frack.
Biden's a pussy. We need to frack.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Joe Biden, who got COVID and killed the leader of Al-Qaeda, as opposed to Donald Trump, who got COVID and cried like a bitch.
Yes. Shout out to Joe Biden, who killed the wrong guy because Dick Cheney's still alive. Wait, is he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. He's having a heart attack right now, but he's still alive.
They said that they got one of the main perpetrators of 9/11, and I went, oh, not W.
We drone bombed W.
W's my guy.
At his house in Texas.
He was watching a Rangers game, and they got him.
Is it a real thing or just a conspiracy theorist thing that there have been like...
two Undertakers?
Two Ultimate Warriors, first of all. That there have been like drone strikes on Americans on American soil.
I think it's a conspiracy theory.
But are you into it?
I'm into it.
Okay.
I would believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show
me one barely legible little sliver of information.
Yeah, and I'm all the way in.
I'm in.
Yeah. Like I'm Fox Mulder. Only like my I want to believe poster isn't a flying saucer. It's George W. Bush's home being drone struck
by Barack Obama. The king of drone strikes.
I was gonna say
the drone king.
He didn't invent it, but he did perfect it.
He perfected it. He perfected the craft. Very, very, very quick side tangent. Not only was Luke Perry's son a professional wrestler, one Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Yep.
Robert Patrick's son is also a professional wrestler.
Oh yeah, his son is Earthquake.
John Tenta, R.I.P.
I couldn't decide what the funniest example would be. I went with local boy.
Local boy.
Local boy.
Died
Earthquake.
local. Lived local.
Yep.
Cover up that tiger with a shark.
Yeah. Who's Robert Patrick's?
I don't know.
He
trained at the same school at the same time as Jungle Boy.
Oh, really?
And they're like friends, I guess.
Huh.
But I don't actually know anything about it. I just heard it because something to do with John Cena and then blah, blah, blah.
Well,
Anthony Henry.
The internet says
Daniel Garcia.
The internet says it's Test.
Oh, right.
But that's because his name is Andrew James Robert Patrick Martin. Also, 5 names Test.
Well, I don't know.
You have 5 names in real life, and your wrestling name is Test.
Yeah, interesting. And he had the testicles. And also, he beat up one.
It's too bad Test isn't around now and fucking killed himself, because he would fit in amongst the people who, when they had 2 names, it sounded like a decent wrestling name. In one case, their actual government name. But now that Vince McMahon stole their names through black magic, they sound very stupid. But it'd be cool if Test, Theory, and Riddle were all on the same show. We do have Theory and Riddle on the same show. That's pretty cool.
Give them back their first names.
Give them back. I will watch WWE again. Although we did last week. Although, do you remember a thing about last week?
No.
That was
goddamn. I remember Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Was there.
Yeah, with his new interview segment, Impulsive Behavior.
Apparently, Impulsive is the name of his podcast. And cool. I didn't know that until afterwards.
I also didn't know that until right now. But besides that, couldn't tell you a lot about the show. That was a more of a decompress time for us.
That was after freaking out.
After a rigorous podcast. A rigmarolist. RIGG.
He should have done a white power gimmick and called himself Rigor Mortis, spelled RIGGER, and then said, his catchphrase could have been something to do with the hard R or taking it back for the white man.
I like that. Or you could have done like a Kevin Federline gimmick and been Wigger Mortis.
Yep.
And then
or do blackface and call yourself Beep Mortis.
Sure.
Mortis.
Or do the same, do the Kevin Federline thing, but also be Chinese and be Uyghur Mortis and get put in a camp.
Yep.
All good options. Steve, hope you're listening. We got gimmick ideas for days.
I don't think he is.
He should be.
He lives on the road, Scott. He's a road man now.
What better
roader.
Time and place to listen to a bunch of podcasts than long haul trucking?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I think he's got to listen to books on tape about how to kill women who cancel your life.
I mean,
nothing but true crime so that he knows how to get away with it. And by women, I mean non-human objects.
Demi Lovato types. But taken to a further degree.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato taken to her natural conclusion. And accusing people of rape. I mean, that's what I would do if I was Steve, but he can live his own life, I guess. But I think he should be a listener. If Steve had a racist podcast, I would listen to that.
Me too.
So
he's from Tennessee.
He's from Tennessee.
And he's the only 10 I see.
Missouri loves company. Crossroads.
I'll be damned before I recognize Missouri as a state.
So Brittany has 2 childhood friends. And we see the opening scene is...
I can't believe we're actually going through the plot of this movie.
I got 10 notes. We can bang it out in a minute and a half.
I'm going to stop interrupting now.
It starts with child actors, and I'm glad the child actor scene didn't last more than about 30 seconds because they were bad. Sorry, Jamie Lynn.
Yep.
But
one of them just kept looking in the camera.
Yeah, it seemed like they were all kind of doing it at gunpoint and just the most wooden lines. We are going to be best friends forever. But spoiler, they weren't. They buried some sort of time capsule memory treasure chest. And but then we see them in high school graduation, and they're all different kinds of cunts.
Yep.
One is Britney Spears. She is the best-looking valedictorian in the history of school.
Yep.
And her two ex-friends are Zoe, and I didn't know this, used to be Saldana, but they made her take the accent off.
Yep.
Too ethnic.
Too Blatino.
And of course, Pennsatucky / Karen.
Karen herself.
Taryn Miller?
Taryn Manning.
Taryn Manning?
Taryn Manning.
Taryn Manning. All right. I'll give it to you.
Taryn Manor. Taryn Manor.
Is that where you...
Tyrannosaurus.
Is that your family estate?
Yeah.
Taryn Manor?
Taryn Manor.
You
notice who one of the other kids at the school was?
Just like
one of the random.
A rando looked really familiar, but I couldn't place him.
Sweet D's dating a retard.
Sweet D's dating a retard is who it was. Second victory lap. That yes, yeah, I'm like I know that fucker. Oh, love it.
Love it.
And Brittany's dating Justin Long in the first scene.
Justin's Long.
Trust me, Justin's Long. Shout out to Justin Long getting dome on a paddleboard from Amanda fucking Seyfried. Is she a good actress? Does she just have big eyes? Who knows?
Is she attractive?
Who can tell? Science has not found an answer.
Yeah, really hasn't.
But shout out to the aptly named Justin Long.
I mean, it's not super long,
but it's solid.
It's just, yeah.
Justin above average?
Yeah, Justin bigger than I expected.
Bigger than the energy he gives off.
Yeah, like I thought he'd just be a kind of a dweeb.
Yeah.
But then let me see if I can. I'm just gonna pop this up real quick for you, Scott. Give it the old peekaroo. Oh, there's her tits. Okay. There's her tits again. There's her tits again. There's her tits again.
This is the
more tits. There's some butt
portion of the podcast where just Drew and I look at celebrities fucking.
This one's pretty good. I like this one. This one's cute.
That is cute. She's wearing a full-length dress, but all the top part is just pulled in between her tits, and they're just out.
Here you go.
Her tits are almost as big as her eyes. Wow. So, did she... What's the story? Did she okay this?
I guess. Well, it was... Scott, when couples or just like people who are fucking around take pictures, it's in theory just for them. They're not thinking like, we're going to break up in 6 months and then somebody's going to hack my iCloud and I'm going to have the pictures of me sucking Justin Long's dick on the internet. Like, nobody plans that.
I guess. It's just what happens.
Do you remember where we were the first time the fappening happened?
Bowling alley.
Of course. Never forget.
Never forget. Commodore Lanes, baby.
You, me, Chris.
Harms Brothers.
Harms Brothers.
Yep.
A couple Brits.
Yep.
Probably Dan pretending like he's not gay.
Yep, certainly. I would put that about, what are you thinking, August 30th, 31st, 2014?
Correct.
Let's see, what's the actual?
I think it's later than that, isn't it?
Not much later. I will go, no, listen to me, look at me. Listen to me, look at me. I will not go later than September 1st. I won't do it.
I was going to say September 2nd or 3rd.
No, you're out of your fucking mind. Fappening 2014. Date. Sunday, August 31st.
Okay. All right.
Never question me on the Fappening. It was a great day.
It was a great day. I just remember being
Jennifer
in the
Lawrence.
Like, stop what you're doing!
Stop bowling!
Everything's on the internet now. I got to see Jennifer Lawrence. Butthole.
Yep.
That's the only one I remember.
It's honestly the most important one.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
It really proved to me that she's just a dirty, dirty slut. That she would just send full ass pics.
Full butthole. I see why she got those Oscars now.
Yeah, me too.
She deserved it. If she's game, she's a sport.
She's a sport.
If she's game for full butthole pics, then yeah, she's cool. I would also have dinner with Jennifer Lawrence, but not if she drags Darren Aronofsky along.
No thanks.
I got no time for him.
I don't think they're together anymore.
They're not.
She's married to some like European museum curator or something douchey like that.
Oh, some sort of like a Croatian Ross Geller.
Yeah, kind of something like that. And then she got knocked up, and now she.
Is that what that movie's about?
Yeah. Anyways, back to Crossroads.
Oh yeah, Crossroads.
I'm gonna take a nap.
No, your input is invaluable. Oh, you actually are taking a nap. Okay. I don't think you should have had that pie after the pizza. I think pizza is a pie in itself.
Oh, it was kind of like fucking lasagna.
It was.
Lasagna.
Shout out. Do we shout it out?
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to City Square Pizza. Dangerously close to Drew's house.
Yep.
That's gonna become a problem for you.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna have it every fucking day, and I'm not gonna tell you about it once.
Who, to my knowledge, is the only Detroit style like square thick pizza in Vancouver.
And if there's one thing we support in this podcast, it's thick hogs.
It's square and thick.
Square and thick.
And it's really good. And we're looking forward to the 4 months it's going to exist there before it, like every business before it, disappears.
I can't believe that Nene Chicken's still a thing.
Yeah, shout out to Nene Chicken.
Shout out to Nene Chicken, where the girls who work there don't speak English.
Not a word!
Yeah, I'd like to get a medium snow.
No.
Boneless, please.
No.
What size?
What?
Medium.
Chicken?
Kind? Snow?
The kind I said 3 times?
No.
No.
No bone.
No.
Okay. What size?
No. It's, you really got to earn your chicken there.
You really do.
As an English speaker,
good.
It wasn't that good.
No.
Chico's better.
Chico's way better. Gotta go Korean over Japanese. Or whatever the fuck that was. Was it also Korean? No,
I think it was
Japanese.
I think it was North Korean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't support them then.
Or can we only support them?
Yeah, we can support them. I love a country who can't even feed their own citizens opening fried chicken places around the world. That's pretty funny.
It is a real fuck you. I like that. So Shonda Rhimes wrote this. She only writes schlock, right?
Yeah.
Like we got this, Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, fuck off.
What else is in the Shonda verse?
Something more with Sandra Oh.
Could be something more with Sandra Oh. Shonda. I think
Labor Day. Or is that Nicholas Sparks?
I think that's a Sparks. Shonda Rhimes is kind of the black female Nicholas Sparks.
Or is she female Tyler Perry?
No. Tyler Perry is female Tyler Perry. What are you talking about?
He got molested by his uncle.
Got him. So she wrote, Crossroads, Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement.
Oh, the good one.
The good one. They really hit their stride with the sequel. Grey's Anatomy 2005 to present.
Yep.
That's so much Grey's Anatomy.
How many cast members do you think are still alive or on
still
the show
alive
from the beginning?
I gotta say almost not. Is Grey still sticking around?
Who's Grey?
Ellen Pompeo? Probably Ellen Pompeo.
Yeah, I think she's around. I don't know. They killed off McSteamy. They killed off McDreamy. They killed off McCummy.
Oh wow, there's a nice little chart on Wikipedia.
Oh, well, look at you.
There 3 characters
are still on the show.
3 characters have done seasons 1 through 19 as it stands.
McDreamy?
I don't know who the Dreamies and Creamy. Patrick Dempsey's one of them. Is all dreamy. I know.
He's dead for sure.
Dead for show.
Yeah. He's dead.
Ellen Pompeo is Meredith Grey, and then the other 2 are Chandra Wilson as Miranda Bailey.
Okay.
And James Pickens Jr. as Richard Webber.
Cool.
Have been on every season of Grey's Anatomy. McDreamy made it seasons 1 through 11. Pretty good.
Yep. And I believe he came back in a flashback episode or a dream episode or something.
That's pretty cool.
Last season or something, because Patrick Dempsey is so popular and in the
zeitgeist.
The zeitgeist.
He's still pretty fuckable.
Yeah, but like
he's been consistently fuckable for 30 years. What the fuck did he do
after Grey's Anatomy? Like
a bunch
of movies nobody saw.
Nothing.
He's in a movie called Flypaper.
I'm sorry, he's a race car driver.
What?
Yeah.
Him and Frankie Muniz?
I wonder if he remembers his races or has as much brain damage as Frankie Muniz. Yeah. He's a successful race car driver. Successful is a strong word. He had a win in 2015.
Well, good for him. That was 7 years ago. Get over yourself.
He doesn't appear to have done any racing since 2015.
Flypaper. Look it up.
Look it up.
I think he has autism in that movie.
Ooh.
Or like Asperger's.
Flypaper 2011.
Asperger's.
It's a slapstick spoof, a parody of bank heist movies plus technobabble and some explosions with Murphy's Law sprinkled throughout. I don't want to see this movie.
I've seen it.
Him and Ashley Judd?
Yeah. I've seen it. He's got, I don't know, autism or something.
He's touched?
He's touched. Who directed it? Peter Berg?
Rob Minkoff.
Oh, okay.
Of The Lion King.
What?
1994.
He directed The
Lion King and Flypaper. Here is his full. You are going to
shit my pants.
You are going to shit.
I'm going to be you from last episode.
Yes. Also, can anyone believe
that you were the
that I was the one who vaped so hard he shit his pants?
Yeah.
Like, who saw that coming? Okay, the full directorial filmography of one Robert Ralph Minkoff, born August 11th, 1962. His first movie directed. His first feature co-directs the Oscar-winning The Lion King with Roger Allers. Next up, Stuart Little. Next up, Stuart Little 2. Now we hit the good stuff. The Haunted Mansion. Mm-hmm. The Forbidden Kingdom, which is Jackie Chan
and Chow Yun-Fat.
Then
it's very bad, but it's also White Savior.
Oh, I love a White Savior. And then here comes Flypaper. And then
what was this Flypaper follow-up?
Let me tell you this. 2014's
Dragon Ball Z.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Oh, of course.
Where not only does he direct, he also voices Creepy Kid. And then he took a brief 8-year hiatus and is co-directing with Mark Coetzee. The currently in theaters, you can run out and see it today, spiritual sequel to The Lion King, Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank.
Ah, of course. Good for him.
And that's Rob Minkoff.
Good for him.
He, he looks like someone. It's not Craig Bierko. It's the other guy I confused with Craig Bierko. Jen's ex-boyfriend on The Office.
Oh, David Draymond.
Nope.
David Denman.
It's not David. It's not any of that.
Pam's ex-boyfriend? You mean Roy?
Is Roy? Yes. No. The guy from the other Office she almost fucks.
I'm sorry, what?
You know when they do the two Office gimmick for a while?
Yeah.
There's a guy there she almost fucks. And everyone hates the character. Am I out of my mind?
Well, are you talking about when Jim later on when Jim leaves to go do the sports?
Because they're already he and Pam are already well together.
So this is before he left the first.
This is when they introduced the Office that had Ed Helms in it.
Yeah. There
was a guy there that almost fucked Pam. And that's the guy that Rob Minkoff looks like.
I don't think so.
You're rejecting my thesis.
I'm rejecting your Pam almost fucks another guy.
She definitely does. How do I even look it up?
Guy that Pam almost fucked.
He's been on Never Not Funny a lot. He's like friends with Jimmy Pardo. Hold on. I know he used to give intermittent reports on missing flight Malaysian Air 370 on Never Not Funny. Never Not Funny reporter Malaysia 370. It's got to do it. No, that's just stuff about actual Malaysia Flight 370. Damn it. What's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I've described it very well. When there was a second office and they merged offices, there was a guy from there. I think it's been a while since I watched it.
No, because the only
that almost fucks Pam. He was not there Jones, for long.
The fat guy who immediately quits. The pregnant lady who immediately quits.
Guy, Pam,
Andy.
Guy, Pam, office almost gets with. Not Roy. Did Pam ever cheat on Jim with Brian? Who's Brian?
Brian's the camera guy.
Oh.
Who's played by Mo of the Three Stooges.
Brian, Chris Diamantopoulos.
He's the camera guy who like breaks character to, what does he do? Like,
fuck Pam.
No, he like attacks somebody.
Oh yeah, he has to
attacks Roy or something.
Step in, yeah,
or something.
Yeah, not anyway.
That's
not.
That's
him.
what I thought you were talking. about.
This guy's on fucking Mad Men too.
John Hamm.
Fuck you.
Handsome, funny,
talented, handsome. What if I type Mad Men The Office? There are at least 12 actors or actresses that appeared in both Mad Men and The Office. God damn it. Rich Summer. Rich Summer is the guy's name. Rich Summer, The Office.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rich Summer portrays Alex, Pam's art friend, who she almost fucks.
Oh!
He's not from the other office.
You cocksucker.
He's her
art friend.
If
you had said school friend, I would have known exactly what he looked like in my head.
It's Rich Summer.
You're a dick.
Rob Minkoff looks a little bit like Rich Summer. That's what I was saying. Crossroads. So
I only have one note left in my head, so you better get to that part.
What else? I'll blaze through this. I feel like we've already done a really good job and are just running out the clock at this point. I don't think they made a movie with married parents for 20 years.
No, because everybody who made movies had divorced parents. 1990
to 2010.
Okay, close your eyes.
Nope.
Do me a favor, close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
Open your mouth.
Oh.
Now I want you to think of every movie you saw as a child.
Yeah.
How many had both living parents?
None.
And they were happily married.
Absolutely none.
Exactly.
Not a single one.
None.
Yeah. I feel bad for film writers.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Nope, not happily married till the very end.
Land Before
and
Time.
Still had problems. Land Before Time. Casper.
Can the rest of the podcast just be watching Casper every week?
Yeah.
Because that movie is fucking insane.
It's really dark.
Bill Pullman commits suicide.
Yeah. And it's about a dead child.
It's about a dead boy.
Yeah, it's dark.
It's nuts.
It's dark. It also has Gene Shalit and not Gene Shalit. The character
Leonard Maltin.
Saturday Night Live that's got the mustache.
Ricardo Montalban.
No, that's an actor. Also has, you know what? We could get there right now because Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Oh my god!
Dan Aykroyd plays fake Ray Stantz.
That's right.
When he goes in to clear out the house, and he comes back up and he goes, "Who are you gonna call? Is somebody else?"
Somebody
and
else.
He runs away.
Yep. Good movie.
It is a good movie.
Who directed Casper?
Okay, let's see what I can find here. Eric Idle's in it, which is great. Ben Stein is in it.
Noted. Yeah, not what I was going for, but yes, certainly one of the biggest, actually. Nixon speechwriter and intelligent design guy.
Okay.
For some fucking reason.
I don't know the guy's. Somebody right now is screaming at the podcast the name of the guy I'm trying to think. It's the exact same scene.
Is it Rich Summer?
Is it Rich Summer? Might be right. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. How old do you think Rich Summer was in 1995?
18.
Yeah, you nailed it. Father Guido Sarducci.
Did I actually nail Rich Summer's age in 1990? Well, now I have to look that. God damn. Okay. Let's put a pin in the fact that Brad Silberling directed Casper. His feature debut as well. Went on to do City of Angels, Moonlight Mile, Lemony Snicket's in a series of unfortunate events, 10 Items or Less, Land of the Lost, and An Ordinary Man.
Okay, anyways, Don Novello, who played Father Guido Sarducci.
Yes.
You familiar with the character?
I am familiar with the character.
That's what I was talking about.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Rich Sommer was born in 1978, making him 17 in 1995. So fucking close. I'm so good at ages, which is crazy because I'm ageless.
Well, we can get to Casper right now if you want to, buddy. Right now.
Well, that's going to be a discussion to have in about 3 minutes after we finish Crossroads. What else is important here? Mary. Oh, so yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
Is
P.S. Babe
is engaged before she graduates.
Yeah, whatever.
But I sort of extrapolated that this takes place in Florida because they drive west like through Georgia.
I think it's Georgia.
Either way, makes sense.
It's all the same.
Checks out.
It's all the same.
Well, she might have been on the Florida-Georgia line. Right?
Yeah.
So that was
she on the Floribama shore? She
might have also been on the Floribama shore. Plot, who cares? There's almost none. Brittany and her two ex-friends, they reunite for some really nebulous reason.
Because they were friends before.
And they decide to head west to California because they heard there was black oil, Texas tea. I don't know. There's a fucking audition that Pennsatucky wants to do, even though she's a bad singer. And because Brittany doesn't even care about the audition.
Brittany's not even invested in singing or performing.
Brittany wants to stop in Arizona. She wants to just go to Arizona to find her estranged mom, Kim Cattrall. Also hot. No. Monster.
Not even a little bit. Like, barely third hottest member of Sex and the City, only because
Lucky
whore is a horse.
Yeah, I was gonna say lucky that she's on the show with a horse. Yeah. So that's the whole plot, and I don't know. A couple things happen on. It's just a really bad road movie.
It's a poorly written road movie where nothing happens.
Yeah, there
isn't even really any like big inciting incidents, really.
No,
she gets sad that her mom doesn't want her around.
Yeah,
the car breaks down. Yeah, they steal money from a karaoke bar.
Yeah, they fix the car and then they're fine.
Yeah,
the manufactured conflict. There were two back-to-back things that were really funny.
I hope one of them's the only note I have left.
Well, Zoe and Karen get into a fight, and Brittany like breaks it up. She's like, "I'm so sick of you two fighting." I'm like, "This is their first fight.
Literally, this is the first time they fought."
And then the next scene, after the car breaks down, they're at the mechanic, and Pennsatucky / Karen is like, "I've got an idea to get some money for this," and Brittany's like, "I'm so tired of your ideas." I'm like, "It's her first idea." Both like back to back. Those were so fucking funny. That was your note?
No. But I forgot about that. But that was also pretty good.
That was great. The way they make money to repair the car is they hoard up at a karaoke contest hosted by Kool Moe Dee. Pretty sick.
Which I'm going to say is very disappointing because the only other thing that I associate Kool Moe Dee with is Wicca Wicca Wild Wild West.
I mean, he's a big part of it.
And I was like, I hope he's in the movie as an actor because then we could do Wild Wild West. He's not. He's only on the soundtrack.
That's a shame.
And by on the soundtrack, I mean Will Smith sampled his song.
Yes.
And so he gets credit for it.
Yeah. Hosted by Kool Moe Dee, attended by Dave Gruber Allen. Yep. I love that Gruber's not his name. Gruber's his nickname. Yeah. I don't know what it means. But
he's a...
Yeah, explain it to me.
He's a guy who's got big old balls. And he goobers them.
But like that is how he's credited on anything he's in. Dave, in quotes, Gruber,
Andrew
Allen.
Dice Clay. It's lots of people.
It's not that many.
Get off of it.
There's three. There's Dave Gruber Allen.
Funky Jackie Kamei.
there's Dave Gruber Allen, there's Andrew Dice Clay, and there's Terry Hulk Balea. those are the three people who get a nickname in their credits.
I wish that was the end of the podcast.
Early they stay in a cheap hotel, and then after they hoard up at the karaoke, they have enough money for a fancy hotel.
A Motel 6?
Think it's the same hotel room both times, just the second time there's a mini bar in it.
Yeah.
Like, the fancy hotel didn't look much
they rented a room
noticeably fancier than the cheap hotel that they hated.
They rented a room. They had to film 2 scenes. What are we going to do? Rent another room?
That's true. They were wildly over budget. Anything else? Okay, so the movie gets a little dark. Pennsatucky is carrying a rape baby.
Yep, this is the scene.
This is earlier when they're just having like some sort of heart-to-heart thing, and she's like, when it comes out that it's a rape baby initially. Yes. And Brittany's like, well, did you go to the police or anything? And she's like, no, I live in a trailer park. I got drunk and got in his car. And I'm like, okay, good. You know, it's not rape. I was glad she had her head on straight about that. And then if in case you were wondering if Crossroads has someone miscarrying a rape baby, sure does.
If you have somebody comically tripping down the stairs,
very funny.
I laughed audibly, like very loud.
Yeah,
it was the only part of the movie I enjoyed, other than, of course, star of AMC's Hell on Wheels, Anson Mount.
Anson Mount, cameo as Black Bolt in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
He was Black Bolt in one of those Netflix shows that got canceled.
Oh, good for him.
He was like the lead guy in whatever the fuck it was.
In the Black Bolt series on Netflix?
Yeah, I don't know. It's called like The Immortal.
Daredevil.
The Empowered.
The Crown?
The Crown. It's The Crown.
He was Black Bolt on The Crown. The other part I really enjoyed was when the guy who's giving them a ride falls asleep in the car, and they're like, well, we'll just drive the car while he's sleeping. And then he wakes up and gets mad at them for driving his car. The tantrum he throws in the desert.
High kicks.
The high kicks were so funny.
The high kicks. And then the reasoning behind it is like...
his reasoning was so funny.
He's literally been on the road with these girls for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, not even.
Yeah.
And he's like... you do not understand how stressful it is to be on the road with 3 women. Everything's about the women except for my car.
It's the only thing that girls haven't fucked up.
Yeah, girls don't get is my car.
It was so funny.
P.S. The hidden story behind it the whole time is that they think because he was in jail.
There's a rumor that he's a murderer.
That he's a murderer. That he murdered a man.
Yeah. And got out of jail pretty quickly.
Turns out he's not a murderer, and the thing he got arrested for is stupid.
Well, on paper, it's cool.
Sure.
It's transporting a child across state lines.
Sure.
That's not related to
without his parents.
Exactly.
His or her parents. Sorry.
In practice, it's less cool because it was his stepsister getting abused by his stepfather, and he was just getting her out of there. I'm like, well, that's no fun. I just like the transporting a child part.
Lolita.
A real Lolita. And also, I think during that conversation, when he was thinking, so you guys thought I was a homicidal maniac, except he doesn't say homicidal maniac. He says homicidal maniac. And I'm like, you don't want to take another take at that
He's got an
answer?
It's fine. He's from a place where they got accents. He's from Sicily.
He's from Baltimore.
Oh.
Think I'm a homicidal maniac.
His real name is very funny.
So Anson Mount is the fake name he chose. What is his real name? What led us to Anson Mount?
His dad was one of the original contributing editors to Playboy magazine.
Nice. Which is great because I read it for the articles.
His mother is one of the first full-time professional female golfers.
Oh, Nancy Lopez.
Yeah. He was born
Annika Sorenstam
in Dixon, Tennessee.
He's the only 10 I see.
No, that's Steve West.
Yeah, it is.
Stephen Ray West. No, his real name is Anson Adams Mount IV.
Oh, sick.
That's a pretty sick name.
He's a real Orville William Forte V.
Yeah. AAMV or IV.
AAV.
AAV. Annual average value. It's a hockey term. Drew's professional hockey league corner.
Well, AAV is African American Vernacular English, aka jive.
Jive. You a turkey?
I did write.
I know a little bit of jive myself.
Oh, there he is. When Anson took his shirt off, I wrote "Boo Native Tattoos," and then I wrote about miscarrying rape baby, and then my final note in all caps: nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And that was the movie.
What happened at the end, Scott? I don't know. Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. I wish there was more Dan Aykroyd, because I do really like Dan Aykroyd. I think he's great.
Yeah, this definitely
he was barely in it.
Yeah, he was not in my. He plays her dad, who means well but is a dork.
No, I don't think so. He's a single father raising a dumb cunt daughter.
A DCD
in Georgia.
True.
Where he's got to work a hard labor job as an auto mechanic.
Yeah.
Just to help finance her going to medical. What does she want to be, a doctor?
He wants her to be a doctor.
Yeah.
She's maybe thinking, well, her music teacher said, well, you're going to keep doing music, right? And he's like, no time for that. Double major in bio and chem.
Yeah. The smartest valedictorian and prettiest and most talented and natural valedictorian of all time.
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Noted literate person. Britney Spears. Do we hit your note? What was your note?
That was it. Falling down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. It's incredible. Very funny.
Very funny. Laugh out loud.
Crossroads is not as good as Half-Baked or Billy Madison as far as Tamra Davis movies go.
No.
Which brings us...
do a fourth?
No. Okay. Which brings us to what we're doing next time. So as you know, we go actor, director. So this was a director. So now we're going actor.
Yep.
We gave you people, the viewing public, four options. I really cast a wide net and let you guys and Jesus take the wheel. I gave you Dan Aykroyd.
We made sure that we chose all of the major stars of the movie.
Yes, the four major stars of Crossroads: Dan Aykroyd, Kim Cattrall, who is in 1 2-minute scene, Zoe Saldana, and Justin Long, who is literally just in the first scene and is never seen again.
Twice. The first scene in the school, and then when they go to the
and he wants to fuck
later on. Yeah. And she's like, "Please, just let me fuck. You don't know how embarrassing it is to go to high school as a or go to college as a virgin."
True, and everyone can tell. They can smell it on you.
Yeah. But that's because they don't know what the good dick he's got packing.
Exactly. That problem's not going to last.
If Justin Long could just walk through the school fully erect, pants down,
boom,
he'd have no problem.
You're not a virgin anymore. Teachers will fuck you.
We're talking like 6.5 rock hard. That's
great.
Not bad.
It's great.
Not bad.
Nothing wrong with that. That's like
good enough for old Bright Eyes. Good enough for everybody else. She was the inspiration behind those paintings in that bad Tim Burton movie that we'll never see.
Do you mean Big Eyes?
Whatever.
And not Connor Oberst's band? So we gave it Aykroyd, Kim Cattrall, Zoe Saldana, Justin Long. You guys
you keep saying her real name.
I'm respectful of cultures.
Oh, it's David Bautista. Coward.
Fun. And you guys, by a wide margin, 52.2% of all votes went to Dan Aykroyd, it's spelled.
Canadian Pride.
Canadian Pride.
Born in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Large-headed man.
Very large.
Even when not doing Coneheads.
Yep.
I guess that's why he did Coneheads, because he was already halfway there.
Yeah.
He has
wanted to slim it out, though, so it didn't look so wide.
Yeah. He has a huge head and weird hair.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. But we love him. So you guys decided on Aykroyd. We're considering telling you that you're wrong and going with the one that got 11.9% of the vote. Still more than last place Zoe Saldana, though.
Yeah, but maybe people only know her for Marvel movies.
But people love Marvel movies.
Not everybody. Not our fan base.
I guess not our fan base.
They like the deep cuts.
True. Because Kim Cattrall is not a bad means to an end for us.
It gets us to.
Do we? I don't know.
Okay. If we do Kim Cattrall
in 2 weeks, we get a nice one.
2 weeks, we get to maybe one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
By a director who I love.
Yeah.
But Dan Aykroyd also gets us a lot of very good options.
It gets us Casper. It gets us Trading Places and Jamie Lee's tits.
That's true, but I've seen them before, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I want to see them now. Spies Like Us.
Spies Like Us, yeah.
I mean, we could do Ghostbusters if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
There's lots of options.
So I don't know. Like this is an on-air call. Like nobody leaves until we figure out what we're doing. Spoiler in 3 days. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta figure it out now. Because we're gonna be right. I might even put it up Monday next week, guys. Or I might not. I don't know.
We're gonna record on Monday. You're gonna put it up on Monday?
No, we're recording on Saturday. And I might put it up on Monday instead of Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I could go either. I mean, I do like the Cattrall means to an end.
Yeah.
Aykroyd gives lots of good stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But and then what do you think?
From that movie that
you can do lots from that movie, right?
I mean, there's not tons.
There's some, right?
I mean, there's some. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've already done one for the all request. Spoiler. We've already done one for the all request episode.
Yes.
And if we're doing ones that we haven't seen.
Oh yeah, there's the one after the 1 2 weeks from now gets us a few.
Yeah, I guess the main actor and the main villain.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
and Dennis Franz.
Nice. Oh yeah, he's like
yeah,
that's right. Okay. Well,
do we do it? Or like I'm happy.
I'm happy
either way.
I think you should see that movie at some point. So
I have had ringing endorsements for it from both you and Nick Mullen, maybe my two favorite people.
There you go. So do you like us more than the listening audience?
I don't care for the audience.
Nothing like having to do a podcast for people listening. Bunch of inconsiderate jerks. Send us money.
PayPal.me/NotScottHenson.
I mean, I think it honestly is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. And it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen watching it again.
I've been meaning to see it.
But also Casper.
Also Casper. I mean, Casper is always fun, but I feel like we do well with talking about movies from the early 80s that fucking rock, as Michael Mann taught us.
That is true.
So I do not mind going back that way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So
and maybe with one of those other guys we can go to an earlier movie as well.
Sure.
Instead of just automatically going back to the 2000s.
Yeah, no, we could go 70s from there, certainly.
Sure.
So next week's movie is a movie called The Bonfire of the Vanities.
Did you not remember?
I could not.
Tom Hanks, Bruce Willis.
Yep.
A woman.
Kim Cattrall.
Oh, she's the main woman.
Nope. No. It's Melanie Griffith.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's somebody else.
Kim Cattrall's just hanging out.
She's just barely in it, just like in...
Ooh, Saul Rubinek.
Nice.
Good Jew.
Who else? Name some more people.
Kevin Dunn, not that one, the good one.
Oh, the good one. No, the bad one.
You think actor Kevin Dunn is worse than WWE director Kevin Dunn?
Correct.
We're going to have a fight afterwards. I like this Kevin Dunn.
Me too.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's good on Veep.
Yeah. He's good
second
in
thing.
Day.
Draft Day, absolutely.
The first Transformers movie.
Ghostbusters 2, uncredited, apparently. Beethoven's second, uncredited. Wait, does he do uncredited roles in every sequel? Nope, just those two. I thought I was on something.
That one,
and yep, that's it. Ooh, Kurt Fuller. Another guy I legitimately like. You know this guy?
Yep.
Love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He's the exiting news director in the pilot of News Radio, whose job Dave Foley takes.
Oh, nice.
And he's also a therapist on something recent.
It's always good radio. It's always good radio. One of us has to look up something.
Evil, starring Ben from Lost.
Ben Lost.
As, get this, a bad guy.
What?
Yeah. Crazy. Michael Emerson in his bravest role to date. Bad guy.
A villain.
That's why Person of Interest was bad, because he was a good guy. He very Weasley. One of the most. And his name was... Actually, Lost had its problems, but naming his character, nailed it. Ben Linus.
Yeah.
Great Weasel name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Sawyer up to these days?
Why isn't Josh Holloway more famous?
They gave him his own show, remember?
And it went nowhere.
It was just like a... actiony something. Then he was in whatever the next Mission Impossible was after Lost ended, and then
Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, maybe.
Rogue Nation.
Whichever one was first.
Fallout.
No, it was before Fallout. And then just disappeared.
He's so hot.
Yeah, and he was one of the most liked things about Lost. Sawyer, and then he just disappeared.
I'm still kind of proud I pulled the name Josh Holloway. Yeah, fucking look at him. God damn it. He's a recurring role on Yellowstone.
Sure.
Season 3.
My parents like it.
It's a great parent show. It's a show my dad has been meaning to watch.
Nice.
One episode of Community. He has barely done fuck all.
Is he a race car driver?
You know what? He's a race car driver. He was the star of 3 seasons of the series
Counterpoint
Colony, which I have not heard of, but I guess was his show on the USA Network.
The real Bird Notice.
Oh, and Intelligence was his post Lost show.
Yeah. But they hyped that one hard.
They did.
When Lost was over.
They should have. Yeah. I would have if I was a net exec.
He went from there, and Matthew Fox went from that to Alex Cross, and then that was it. He died.
Vantage Point.
Vantage Point is pretty fun. Have you seen it?
I have.
It's got quite a twist.
I like the concept.
Yeah.
Sometimes I confuse it and Phone Booth if I don't think too hard.
I mean, Phone Booth's also pretty fun.
It is.
Bad Guy Kiefer.
Bad Guy Kiefer. Love it. Yep.
I love Kiefer.
Love Keith.
Love the way he treats photographers. And also maybe women.
And, oh man, if you're a woman photographer, fucking watch
and you
out.
See Kiefer Sutherland, you fucking run. What are we at time was?
We're sitting around 2:17.
Jesus Christ, turn it off.
Call it a day. All right, see you guys later. You know what? This is a pretty good one. I like this one.
Me too.
See you later.